Women and Family Life Center based in Guilford has been around for 30 years, assisting families along the shoreline from East Haven to Essex and beyond. The mission to build a community where women and families are free from violence and harassment, helping them to be economically and emotionally secure. My guest is Women and Family Life Center Executive Director Jennifer Wenderoth. Holster, welcome so much.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right. In dealing with this center, how do you help women and how do they find you if tragedy strikes?
They can find us in a lot of different ways, but it seems to be the kind of like the best kept secret, which is unfortunate because we want everybody to know about it, but word of mouth. It's so hard for people to reach out when they need services, especially on the shoreline in Connecticut. There's kind of like a stigmatism. Even I've seen it my whole life. It is. It's really, it's horrible, but wanting to reach out for help. So the biggest thing is word of mouth. We're doing social media and the newspapers and all that, but it really is word of mouth and community connections.
All right, you help when there's divorce, abusive relationships, mental health issues, folks looking for work. So what happens when they come to you? And is there a cost? How does that work?
So there is no cost. About a little over 3 years ago when I came to the center, I really felt there should be no cost for our services. Put everyone on an equal level playing field. And those who couldn't afford services, it removes that burden, that extra hurdle to come and get services for us. But when they come, whether they walk in, they call, they email, they could get connected with one of our referral navigators who are master level social workers, and we start an intake process. So they could be coming in for one thing, but during this intake process, we could find out that there's a whole lot more that we could help them with directly, whether it's through our guided assistance program, our GAP, just one-on-one services, so maybe with some of our partnerships, our volunteer attorneys, financial consultants, or it could be another agency that we partner with that could also provide services for them.
So over 30 years, you're really growing.
We are.
You cover a lot of territory.
We do. We now cover 15 towns.
How many people do you help a year?
So our last fiscal year, we helped close to about 500 individuals, wow. And within those 500 individuals, there was over 5,000 direct services, and then there was also an additional like 18 plus GAP services on top of that.
And how are you guys funded? Privately? Where does the money come from?
Mostly it is private individuals, local foundations, grants, things like that. We don't unfortunately get any funding from the state or federal. We keep looking into it, but and right now more than ever, it's a little harder. So yeah, any kind of donations we get are extremely, extremely important to our services.
I know you have a big fundraiser.
We do.
You do, and that's really fun. Tell me about that.
So it's called the Empower Her Gala, so H-E-R, and so this is the 4th year that we've done it, and it's going to be on March 13th at the Woodwinds in Brantford. We've been selling tickets for a little over a month now, our early bird tickets, but I know when I was coming here, I said we have to extend our early bird tickets. So we are going to extend it so people who are watching can get a chance to get in on that special. So we'll keep those going until November 13th. So people can get them for Valentine's Day gifts, things like that. But it's going to be a great event. We have a band this year, Mass Connection. We have co-MCs. We have SK photo booth coming. It's going to be a great event. The theme this year is a nautical theme. So navigating life transition. So we'll have a little nautical beach theme, which works well being on the shoreline. But we're really excited. One of our participants is going to be speaking. We'll have a live auction, silent auction, fun to cause, a couple different raffles. So food, drinks, music, dancing, fun.
As we wrap up, give me a success story of somebody who was either going through a divorce or some kind of domestic violence.
We have a lot of different success stories. They can range from helping somebody who is living in their car fix it up so they can have heat and things like that in order to go to a different state where they actually had some housing with a family member. It's also just helping a woman who's leaving an abusive relationship get a restraining order, look at their finances, whether they've never worked before or haven't been allowed to work, and just getting set on her feet and being able to support herself or her children.
Bottom line, there is help out there.
There is help at the Women and Family Life Center.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And if you'd like to know more about the Women and Family Life Center in Guilford and its services, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.